The mortgage market in the U.S. topped $1.3 trillion in 2014 and could exceed that this year. Reverse mortgages are surging and estimated to top $10 billion in 2016. So today, we're talking Reverse Mortgage 101 to help us clear up some of the confusion and offer financial solutions to those who need it most. Ed O'Connor of FirstBank Reverse Mortgage joins me this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Olga.
All right, so first off, it seems to me that many people, especially the elderly, who have planned, who have worked hard, are struggling to meet monthly bills today. And it doesn't look like it's getting any better. What's going on, Ed?
You have a distinct turnaround in the economy, a downturn over the past several years. It's starting to come back a little bit now, but people they're worried. They're worried about how their money or their assets are going to play out over their retirement years. And that does affect a lot of things that go on in their lives. It's the biggest point. Especially
when they get to that point where they just want to retire and relax and enjoy what's left. Exactly.
Retiring should be simple, it should be easy, and it should be fun, and you shouldn't have these worries.
So what monetary sources are older Americans relying on today?
Well, they have
Social Security, I'm assuming.
Social Security, which is not enough.
Right.
401ks, IRAs, traditional savings, all of which have taken a hit. Some of them are coming back, but people are still very, very worried. How am I going to pay the bills for the house? How am I going to pay for medical items, home health care as issues arise as people get older? And it's causing some worry.
So let's touch upon reverse mortgage. Give me the 101, if you will, to clear up the confusion. Because I have a lot of things in my mind that I would say, I don't know if I want to do this. So let's talk about it.
Well, people hear a lot of things in the news that are not correct. They think they're going to lose their home.
Okay, that was the number one. I've seen commercials, seen elderly people talk about it, and they say, no, because I'm going to lose my house. Not true.
Not true at all. It stays in their name. It's always their home, and they own that. They just have to comply with the terms of the mortgage. That's what some people don't understand about this mortgage. It works a little bit different because
how does it work?
You don't have to make a monthly mortgage payment. That's the biggest thing. You comply with the rest of the terms, such as paying your taxes and insurance, and you're fine. There's nothing to worry about. So you can take your house, your biggest asset that most people have, and turn that into something that can work for you. Most people don't even consider that. And that's what this home equity conversion mortgage or reverse mortgage, that's what it does for people.
So let's say my parents decide to do this and they need to do this because they're struggling. What happens if they finally outlive the equity remaining in the house? The first thing they think of, I would think, is, I'm out of here.
That's the beauty of this whole thing. You can't outlive that equity.
Okay.
The way the program is set up, and this is an insured loan from the Federal Housing Administration, so you can't outlive that equity. You can't be thrown out because you've used up all of this asset. It's your home to live in for the rest of your life, as long as you live there as your principal residence, and continue to do the things associated with the mortgage, such as paying the taxes and insurance.
So if someone is interested in a reverse mortgage right now in their life, what sets a good financial institution apart? Because there are just so many out there offering this.
Well, trust, integrity,
huge.
Knowledge, the experience. We're a 100-year-old bank. FirstBank has been out here for a long time. We have a lot of experience in reverse mortgages, and our role is to educate people, and that's what you want to look for. You want somebody who can educate the consumer, be an advocate for them, and help them reach an intelligent decision that this is a good option. It's always an option that should be explored because you can't say it doesn't apply to me if you don't know how it works.
And would you agree that even though we're talking about the retirement years, someone like me should even prepare and look into this as well? You don't have to wait?
Knowledge is key. So if you know about it now, you know what it can do for you later on down the road. So it's always an option. You know how it can help a friend, a neighbor, your parents, anybody else because you learned a little bit about it. Instead of hearing some of the bad things that are out there and saying, oh, that's terrible and I'll never do that, you've learned how it works, just like researching how to buy a car.
And I think this conversation is really important because when I heard my grandparents always talk about their retirement, and they worked very hard in this country, and they were set, and I saw them, and they didn't struggle, but yet, you know, the tide has turned, and I see so many people, even my parents, wondering, and they don't want to be a burden to me, and planning, and still wondering if they're going to have that extra change to get by. So let's summarize all of this for anybody out there who's interested.
Well, planning and research go a long way in determining what's going to be the best decision. You just said something before. Parents don't want to be a burden to their children. We hear that sentiment all the time, and people look towards a reverse mortgage because they're looking not necessarily for a way out, but they're looking for something that's going to help them make their lives easier and simpler on a financial level. And this is a perfect opportunity, but you can't do anything about it if you don't explore it. So you do the research, you do the planning, you get the education, you deal with an institution like FirstBank where you can trust people. Trust people on your own personal level that you're getting the right information to help you make an informed decision. And you'll find out that a reverse mortgage is a hugely popular and viable choice for a lot of people. If you don't look at that, well, then you're never going to know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
And of course, if you'd like to learn more about reverse mortgages, you can go to FirstBankReverseMortgage.com. That's FirstBankReverseMortgage.com, or just check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
Up next, we are cruising into savings. Now that's a trip I want to take. Don't go away.